know, pay attention to me, and this inspiration is going to help you. These directives is going to help you very well on where to start and how to start. Most of the time, a lot of people wanted to get to themselves, to start a business. They wanted to start something for their life, for themselves. Here's a case whereby most of the time, a lot of people don't know where to start from and also how to start. Most of the time, most of them became diversified, became confused, became stressed, and here is one of the main key factors. Most of the time, people became confused, people became diversified, they don't know where to start and also how to start. If you are a young entrepreneur or you are getting started into business, then please hear me out. This is the time, and this is the hour, and this is the minute to start. There's no right time out there waiting for you to start or to get into the field. The right time is now. The right time is now. And you have to make much more effort of starting. You have to pay much more attention of starting. Understand? You have to pay much more attention of starting. Starting the business from scratch is one of the most greatest, foundation each and everyone have to pay attention to. Once you are starting, you have to pay much more attention. Don't think of you need a huge amount of money to start, or you need millions and billions and thousands to start. No, no. The right place or the right time or the right capital you have now is you. The right place or the right amount and the right capital you have now is you. Start small. This is the advice I always give it to young startups and new business setups. Start small. Start small. Don't start too huge. Don't start too huge. There are so many reasons why when a lot of people get into business, the businesses fail within 24 months or within couple of years. They get failed in their business, then they don't know what to do again. When starting their business, you don't need to start with an amount of huge of capital. You don't need an amount of huge of capital to start a business. You just need a little to start with. A little to start with. Number one, why do you need to start with small? You need to start small. Start small. You are going to start small to test the market and also rectify the location that you have placed yourself, that you have started a business. Maybe the business has been started at the right place or the wrong place or the wrong location. You don't know. So you need to start small. Then once you start small, you create what you call traffic awareness. You are going to create much more awareness of the kind of product or the services that you are rendering. So you don't start too huge. The best advice I give it to young startups and also entrepreneurs most of the time is to start small. Once you start small, you are going to pay much more attention to this yourself, to the place, to the location, whether that place is going to be suitable for that business or not. But when you start too huge, whether you are at the wrong location, you don't know. Whether you are the right business at that particular appropriate place, you don't know. So when you start huge with a lot of capital, with a lot of investment, in fact, you are going, when the business gets filmed or you have maybe a product whereby that product is not suitable for that particular location, when customers and the traffic is not there, you are automatically going to lose. You are automatically going to lose. And you are not just going to lose the money, but you are also going to, lose the whole investment that you have really invested yourself into. So here is one of the key factors. As you are starting small, the main key factor is the skill set. The skill set that you are going to use, to run the business. You are the business. Don't allow the business to run you. Once you start with the skills became the foundation, became the tool that you can use, to run the service or to run the business. Skill set is number one when starting a business. First of all, you don't need a capital. You need a skill set. A skills, if you wanted to become a barber, you need the skills of becoming, acquiring the skills to become a barber. If you wanted to go into restauranting, the first thing you need to do is, get the skills of how to cook, how to mobilize, how to join, recipes together to become the best cook. You understand? If you wanted to, go into supermarket, you need to have the skills of sales, how to communicate to customers, how to receive customers, how to talk to them, how to, make them happy when they are buying from you, so that they should know that they are buying from the right source, they are buying from the right person. You understand? So these are the key factors as a young business or as an entrepreneur. This is the main key factor you have to focus on. The main focus has to be on your skills. You need to develop your skills. You need to develop yourself, grow yourself in skills, in knowledge before getting to the field. You need to grow yourself. Don't just think that I have money, I have borrowed money from this. No, no. Get yourself the skills first. The skills is the most greatest tool that you have, the foundation tool that you have, that is going to help you from the stage 1 to the stage 2. The skill set is going to help you when you are making mistakes, when things are not going on very well. The skill set is going to help you to rectify yourself, to analyze yourself, to direct yourself, to educate yourself. So the skill set is very, very, very important. Once you have the skill set, now let's come back to the money. You don't need a lot of money. The second step is money. The money, the capital that you are going to use to start up the business. You don't need a lot of capital when setting up a business. Please hear me out. You don't need a lot of capital when setting up a business. When you invest too much into the business, in fact, when there's going to be a loss, you are going to lose everything. Here is one of the key factors I show to new startups when starting the business. Please try to start from zero. Start from zero. If I mean start from zero, let me explain that particular point to you very clear. If I mean start from zero means what? Please don't go and borrow money from people while starting a business, or don't go in for loan while starting a business. No, no, no. Why am I saying this? Don't go in for loan, don't go and borrow money. You need to use yourself. Use yourself. And a lot of people ask me, Mr. Abdul, why do you say that I should use myself? Yes, you have to use yourself to start from zero, start from the scratch. What are some of the ways you can use yourself from starting from scratch? Number one, maybe you are an employee. You have been employed for a couple of months, couple of years. You are working. You don't know about the kind of work or the kind of job that you are doing. You don't really like it, but you have a passion or you have an interest of a business that you wanted to start or you wanted to go into. The best thing to do is once you are working, please be saving an amount of a percentage. Be saving a percentage out of your salary. Try to save that amount. Save that amount, at least if 5% or 10%. Try to put that amount into savings. Put your salary, half part of your salary into a savings. Do that for a couple of months, at least a year, so that when you hit a target of the starting capital of the business that you want to go into, then please just divert yourself into it. Whether it's going to be a business that is going to run a full time or a business that is going to run part time. No, you are not going to borrow money, but you have used, yourself, to go in for a job. Now, the salary, a percentage of the salary has been saved. Now, you are going to use that to start a business. In that case, once you are starting that, you have started that business with that amount of capital. Well, let me say, there is, a failure or there is a flat out in the business. You know how you got the money. You know how you save the money before you get started. So when, let me say, you have lost the business or the business got to fail, you have rectified that, okay, this is what I did before I was able to get this amount of capital before starting the business. Then you will go back to that particular point again. Even if it's designed for you to go into, buying of pure water and selling, you need to do that. If it happens for you to go and buy eggs and sell, you need to do that. If it happens to go and buy chewing gum, PK, Mentos, anything, be in the traffic, you are not going there, for forever. You are going there for a short time to sell, to make something and start what you love to do, what you are talented at, what you are skillful about. That is why you need to start from scratch. If you end up borrowing money, starting a business, and the business doesn't succeed or the business doesn't, survive in the next 2, 3, 4 years, in fact, the business is going to be collapsed. Why? Because once you started the business, you'll be paying off loan. At the same time, you need to nurture the business for growth. You understand? Here are some of the reasons why a lot of businesses fail. Number one, most of the time when businesses fail, because of what? They go in for loan. They are running a service, or they are running businesses out of loan, because the capital money that they are using to run the business is not a real and initiate capital, a capital that they have saved for themselves, but they have acquired those business, or they have started those businesses through loan, and you'll be paying the loan, and at the same time the business is also going to be stressed. So please hear me out. You don't need a loan to start a business. You need to start from scratch by using yourself. Go out there, look for something, start running a service. Even if there is any by day job that you can do for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, please go into that. Do that. Save money, save capital. Once you have said that, then you start your business. Once you start a business, don't use all the service capital to start a business. At least take like 70% of the money that you have saved, venture that into the business. At least leave like 30% downwards. Leave 30% aside of the investment, because in business we have something called let me say some things might go on well, some things might not go on well. You understand? The business needs growth. The business, there are some things that maybe you have to encourage yourself, or you have to at least get into, or there are some things that there are some mistakes, petty mistakes that you might be doing, but you might not know that is going to affect the business. So once you are working, or once you started setting up yourself in a business, don't go in for loan. Start from zero. Get anything and look around you. What at all can you sell that is going to bring you an income? Buy something of $1, sell it, $2. Buy $1, something of $1, sell it for $2. Yes. Buy something of 1 cedi, sell it for 2 cedis. Yes. You understand? That is going to help you to save much more. You save much more. Then you don't eat your income capital. Don't spend your income capital. These are some of the mistakes a lot of new startups do. Try to delay gratification. Delay of gratification. If you wanted to grow your business, from 1% to 2% to 3%, please hear me out. Save more. Save more. Save your income. Because you have used yourself to start a business. You go say, oh wow, within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, the business is booming, this business is moving. So you take this, you go and buy this dress, you can buy this shoe, you have seen a fancy dress, you have seen a fancy this you bought. No. A fancy phone you bought. No. Save your capital, save your interest, save your income. Your income needs to be saved. The income is what is going to help you to help the business to grow, to multiply the business, to allow the business grow from stage 1 to stage 10. Your income is very necessary. Most of the people try to dig deeper into their income. No, you are going to fail. The failing rate is going to be very high in your business. Don't be focused too much on the interest. Focus on the service. That is what is very, very important. Most of the time, a lot of people try to spend their income capital while they are working. You see them buying phones, buying heavy phones, taking money out of their business, renting an apartment, No. You are mistaken. Those are some of the causes of failure in business. Once you started making an income, you don't need to spend it anyhow. Please save that money, because when there is a flat out in the business, that savings or that investment, that income is going to help you to recover your loss, or to recover any mistakes that you have done in the business. So here are some of the things that you have to do. Number one, use yourself. The best thing to do is to get a skill set. Number two, don't go in for loan. Use yourself by getting up a business, or getting up something, a job to do, or get out to sell something. Even if it's by day, go in there, get that, do it, and it's going to help you. Once maybe there's a fail, that, oh, I did this, I did that before I got started. So now that I have lost everything, let me go back to how or where I have started, and also really get started again. It's very, very necessary. The reason why most people, when they got failed in businesses, they can't come back to the business again, because they don't know how they started. They didn't start from scratch. They got an approval from their mom, their dad, their friends, their uncles. They borrow me money. I want to have this business. No, you don't need to borrow money to start business. No, hear me out. Don't borrow money to start business. The only money you can have to start a business, and money that you have, acquired, a money that you have, you have worked for yourself, a money that you have saved for yourself from any source, from any income, from any business, from any service that you have rendered, that you have saved that money. Thirdly, if you want a growth in your business, don't dig into your income capital, the income, the returns that the business is bringing. Then you'll be digging into that returns, into that income. Today you are buying fancy dresses, fancy phones. You wanted to rent a very good, nice apartment in a good location. No. If necessary, look for 2 or 3 people. You combine together. Rent an apartment. Be there with them. Be there for long. Let your focus and your mind should be on the business that you have started. And don't be taking fast money from the business. You need to delay gratification. You need to delay material things. Delay material things. Most of the time, when a lot of people started business, they try focusing on material things, material, this, that. They buy fancy bag, fancy shoes, fancy dress. They want a nice location of... No. You have not gotten to that stage. Be in the business for a couple of years. Let the business to grow. Grow the business. When the business is being grown, some people, when they started business within 1 year, 2 years, they have seen money coming in the business. Then you see that they wanted to go and buy land, buy a house. No, you have not gotten to that stage. The business first. Let the business have a lot of wings around. You understand? Multiply yourself with the growth of the business. Once you have done that, your rate of growth is going to be very high. So please hear me out. This is the key I'm giving you as a new startups. Don't go in for loan. Don't just focus on people to help you to start. The right person to start with is yourself. Use yourself to start from zero. When you start from zero, you are entitled, to get to where you wanted to be. But when you help people when people try to help you, when you get failed, where are you going to start again? No, there's no place for you to start again. You will be looking for people to come and help you to start again. You'll be waiting for an approval. Meanwhile, you don't need an approval to start. So this is the right time for you to start. And please, if you wanted to start, hear me out. The first step I've given you, you need a skill set first. You need a skill set. If you want to go into sales department, you need to learn how to communicate. Your communication skills have to be very fluent. You have to use yourself. You must put up yourself that, okay, wow, I have to learn how to talk to customers, how to receive customers, how to welcome my customers, how to make them happy. When the customers are happy, they always create the traffic because they know that at my end is where they are going to be satisfied. You have to satisfy your customers. You have to make them satisfied. You have to let them feel that they are buying from the right source, they are the right place. And if you can do that to them, then they will always come back to you because you are making them happy. When they come to you, you always serve them right. You always make them happy. You always know that this is their problem. Their problem became your number one priority. So you are always there to solve it for them. I have this part 1 of this video I'm giving you. Part 2 come. I would like to share much more deep into you. You understand? Your finance, your planning, how to plan the business, how to structure the build from stage 1 to stage 2. How to create human traffic, how to save your customers. I'll be discussing all those things with you in part 2. So please pay much more attention. And don't forget, to leave a comment on the down section below. Subscribe, like, share to continue much more this educative, this inspiration, videos that I'm giving to you. I'll give you much more how to grow yourself and how to grow your business. You can't grow a business without growing yourself. You understand? You can't grow a business without growing yourself. The first thing to do is to grow yourself. You grow in knowledge, you grow in skills, you grow in a lot of features before your business can grow. If you don't grow in skills, if you don't grow in knowledge, if you don't grow in your mind, and you think that, let me do my business, let me tell you, you have a lot of growth in your business, but they will collapse. So I'll be sharing those tips with you. Pay much more attention, and I'll come back to share much more with you. Thank you so much.